sponsored by Forgiving Tree. What's happening, you bad mofos? This is episode 96 of Comedy by Coincidence. We're doing the damn thing. You look like you're on a business meeting. I know. Maybe he's froze, dog. What's happening, everybody? You're tuned into Comedy by Coincidence with your boy Chris Davis, and over there's my dude.
What's up? It's Ty.
It's Ty on his
Mixon.
way to his business meeting at the Fudge Factory. What's going on?
You have a later business meeting at the Fudge Factory.
You do. You look like it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude. It's the sugar addiction is back in full. It's how do we phrase it? Little Debbie snack cakes are fucking delicious, dude.
It's a hard.
You have one and then you got to have them all. They're like Pokemon. You can't just stop.
Yeah.
At one. You
And
know.
they come in so many different shapes and sizes. I feel that. So, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's been a light week. It feels like, you know, I got a chance for overtime at work, so I took that shit. And then just kind of been hanging out. I did two open mics this week, which is not what I wanted, but it's what I could get in.
I mean, two's still pretty good. You know, I get it though.
Yeah. The first one was at the Gimmick House again, which
Nice.
is like I've said it before, but it's like a BYOB frat house of a comedy club. It's fucking fun. I went first, which was awesome. I did some risky material, and it worked out all right. You know, it's in the beginning stages. I got some chuckles, so I know there's something there. Just got to keep exploring on it. And then I went to a new spot, Sunshine Comedy Club. It's the same location where Coconuts used to be. New owner, new setup. Looks really snazzy inside. And it's a pretty good mic. It's one of the standards that you'll get in the area. You know, so.
Okay, good. I'm glad that
Yeah.
they reopened. I remember. I mean, you got back and you're like, a whole bunch of places have closed down, and the scene.
Yeah. So, in that situation, the owner died. Rest in peace.
Right.
And they just needed to find somebody to take it over and all that. So that was just gonna take some time. The audience was weird that night, though. It was like, it's one of those where it's like you were saying funny shit, and they would smile or you'd get a chuckle, but like nobody was gonna laugh.
Laugh.
There was like a resistance there that I just couldn't get through. So I got to figure that one out. How are you, man?
I'm
doing good?
I'm
Rested?
fucking exhausted, dude.
You're exhausted.
Forgiving Tree had a show last night at Sky Music Lounge. That went really good, but it was like a 2 hour set, and we're beat. We're beat. We had rehearsal same day, which almost never happens beforehand, and then we caught dinner as a band, which was fun. Some chemistry, bonding, shit. That's always good. But dude, if you have to rehearse the same day, you try to give it like 70% energy at rehearsal, so you're not burning yourself out for the show later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rehearsal went okay. There were a couple things where like, that could have sounded better. Whatever. We're just hungry and tired and shit. It's been a really long week for Kelly and I. We've both been working our butts off, overtime. You name it. You know what I mean? It's just been hellacious trying to save up for switching the AC out and all that stuff. So we were already burnt out going into this. But when we hit the stage, man, first of all, we had a really good crowd. We were supposed to bring 30 people to get paid, which is that's actually a low number for what they normally ask us to bring, which is nice. But we ended up bringing like 57 people or something like that. So,
excellent,
dude. Place was it seemed packed, and we just had a really good energy before we even got started. So like, if I gave it 70% at rehearsal, we all gave it 110% at the show. And man, we didn't mess up once. It was like we had people dancing. We had like this 50-year-old lawyer who looked like he would probably be someone who'd be tailgating you because he had a bad day and flipping you off. He was He was like the only one who got anybody dancing, dude. It was pretty cool.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, and just all around really good show. But if you've never been to a Forgiving Tree show, I'm all over the place, man. I do this thing where I like slide on my knees while I'm soloing, and you do that multiple times a show, man. You wake up and you got bruises on your knees, and everything fucking hurts. I also did a full. What do you call that when I'm on my knees and then I lay all the way back?
Extreme stretching.
Yeah, I called it yoga. I did it on the first song too, and I was like, oh, I popped something. I was like, oh, I'm gonna feel that.
It's like a static power slide.
Yeah, I don't even know about that.
Well, yeah, it's the power slide shape, but you're not moving.
The power slide shape, and then I lay my head all the way back to the floor, and have to like bounce my way back up if I'm gonna come up. It's wild. Anyways, I hurt like a motherfucker today, actually. So that's all I'm saying. That's what's going on. So come out to a Forgiving Tree show. Hey, loosen it and then push it all the way into the table, and then tighten it. Well, hey, who's listening to this anyways? Just our friends, fam, and top fam. You know what I'm saying? So they can understand the inner workings. Dr. Evil was about to lose her microphone. We're taking care of business here. Just to, describe the situation presently at hand over here in Davis Studios.
I mean, even if you just belittled our fans saying it's only friends and fam.
Hey, if you're listening to this and you're not like immediate family, that means you're family. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Welcome to the family, everybody.
Welcome to the family, everybody.
I think everybody appreciates the not hearing the sound of a microphone drop.
Right. Especially if you're in the car, you'll think that somebody just hit you, and then you'll swerve into the oncoming lane. And it's just, I'm doing it for you. I'm thinking about you, the listener. We love you, okay? Come to Forgiving Tree shows. Go see Ty in Tampa perform comedy. And
so like, have you do you stretch before the shows or anything?
I really should.
Okay.
I stretch my lungs.
I don't know. It's just you perform flexibility challenges I can't do without breaking bones. So it's amazing. I'm still trying to think of a funnier name for that stance.
Don't think too hard on it.
I've been thinking too hard, man. It's burning out the circuits already. So you had a
I
good
need
show.
Good
Now
show, and
this might seem like an insensitive question, but were there other people other than who you invited?
yes,
Yeah, actually.
yes, and that was wild to me because I thought it was going to be a small show because I mean I did a really good job promoting it on like groups and Facebook events and shooting. I made a poster, put it around, and then would just like text the poster to people and tell them, hey, send this to people.
Okay.
And it got
Did you advertise the show at last weekend's show at the
Yeah.
art fair, right?
we for sure did.
Okay.
So we've been doing really good on the like promotion side of things, and then the venue actually did a really good job of promoting it as well. So there was like, I'd say half and half were people we brought and people we didn't know. To the point that
Okay,
I
excellent.
had something happen at the end of the show that I've never had before. First of all, I made the posters this time. Normally it's at Katie Wasco. She's awesome. Normally our artist. I just didn't have time, and I didn't want to like make her do it on short notice, so I did it this time. And bro, first of all, people bought the posters at the end of the show, which is just extra money on top of what we made. You know what I mean?
Excellent. Moving merch early, that's the best move.
I probably made $60 on on those posters, but they can't like I sold them, and then they came back with like pens and asked for all three of us to sign them.
That's even cooler, dude.
So I had to give out some I gave out, what'd you say, 4 signatures at least?
At least, yeah.
At least.
And we were recognized out in the wild.
Bro, we did go see Dead and Company on Wednesday. That's a whole nother story. Maybe we'll get to that in a little bit. But I will say this, just because you'll understand why this was so cool more than some people. Like, if you had this happen to you, you'd have... Bro, the feeling was incredible. Me and Kelly are walking around Shakedown Street. And, you know, we're looking for... Shakedown Street, for people who don't know, is just where... like all the Grateful Dead fans who follow them and like who are like vendors and stuff, they set up shop on what they call Shakedown Street, which could be a part of the parking lot, could be on a street, whatever. That's where they sell their homemade shirts, homemade posters, homemade other stuff, illicit stuff, whatever you
grilled
want.
cheeses, popsicles,
Grilled
beer.
cheeses. You'll get the best grilled cheese of your life on the Shakedown Street, okay? Shakedown Street also is a Grateful Dead song, but that's where it got its name, okay? So, anyways, we're perusing the Shakedown Street, right? And, like, we're trying to find a shirt. Actually, bro, I almost bought you a shirt. I'm still probably going to order it. It was just too much there. I was like, I'm seeing multiples of these at different vendors. Y'all got these somewhere. I'm going to fucking find it and get the lower price. You know the Grateful Dead Steal Your Face symbol, which is like the skull with the lightning bolt in it? They had one of those, but with the Bucky's beaver in the middle of the skull.
Dude, that's awesome.
I almost got that for you. They wanted $50, and I was like, that's
Ooh,
too much.
That's steep. That's steep.
Too much. They really wanted a ticket, is what. But okay, so we're walking around trying to find a shirt, and this guy walks past us. And he stops and he turns around and goes, "Hey, wait, are you Forgiving Tree? Is that Forgiving
Nice.
Tree, bro?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, what's up? You know my band. If you know my band, you're cool people." I go up, I shake his hand. "What's up, dude, Chris?" He's like, "Steve, yo, what's up? Hey, I played with you at this and this show. And you guys were really good, man. You guys still doing the thing?" It's like, fuck yeah. That was
Nice,
That
man.
was nice. That was a cool feeling.
Now I'm jealous. I've yet to get that.
Yeah, that was a first.
That was a first.
I'm still kind of reeling from it a little bit. It was a real big pride inflation moment. I'm gonna be honest. I was just like, me?
So now that your perception of what can happen has changed,
This
we
podcast has
have-
to end, and I'm sending you on your way, dude. No, I'm playing, bro. I'm playing. Come
I've gotten incredibly big for my britches.
on.
I
But
mean,
not too big for
I
my
understand,
bitches.
but like,
You know
It makes me sad, you know. Fucking.
No, I'm playing. No, bro. Hey, guess what? Can I tell you something that'll boost your ego? We had an after party at my house last night after the show, right? So all the friends and fam, probably about 10 people could make it. So we had 10 people over, hanging out, partying, drinking, smoking a little bit, and after a certain point, the conversation kind of dies down. We're all listening to music, and one of my little conversation starters is, "Oh, hey man, I'm really into comedy. I have this comedy podcast." I do that, by the way. That's a conversation starter. Sorry, my phone's getting blown up. But I always start this conversation. Hey, who's everybody's favorite comedian? I want to hear who you guys are listening to, just to see. And we're going around. I hear Stavros. I hear Bert. Somebody says Matt Rife. We'll talk. We need to talk about Matt Rife later. Remind me about that. And then we get to me, and they're like, "Yo, no, Chris, you clearly know comedy. You know all these people. Who's your favorite comedian? Who the fuck are you listening to?" And I said, "Oh, my favorite comedian? That's Ty Young." And they were like, "Who's that?" I was like, "That's my co-host on Comedy by Coincidence." But I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't do a goddamn podcast if he wasn't my favorite comedian. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much fun I have with this guy. So,
thanks, man.
Yeah, I love you to death, brother.
Thank you.
I love what we do. So, and that's a true story. That's like verbatim what I said. So, here's to you, brother.
Excellent. Thank you. I wish I remembered my question.
No, it's okay. We're having a heart-to-heart here.
Oh yeah. Now that you got recognized out in the wild, you had an excellent show. Can you give myself and our listeners an album update?
My birthday's July.
It's the first album.
So, my birthday's July 3rd. And for my birthday, I asked my band to get our fucking single out. So, our first single is coming out that July 2nd, July 3rd weekend. Yo. And then we're going to, again, have every consecutive month, we're going to drop a single until the album comes out October 5th.
Excellent. Okay.
Does that answer your questions?
Yes. That answers the question.
Gives you a nice timetable, and then when hey, go ahead and follow Forgiving Tree on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. We have one single out right now. I know it's not a lot,
but we're less than a month from the next one.
You might as well follow so that you're the OG
endeavor.
First person who listens to the new stuff.
When
so go ahead.
Singles, they're like little single bundles. They come with friends.
Right.
So there'll be plenty of new content.
You want to stay up to date on it, go ahead, follow us on everything. But, hey, if you're trying to follow our events, see when the next show is, follow us on Facebook, because that's the best place to find out about events. See, All right. Hey, I promoted. You happy? Let's do this shit.
Yes, I am happy.
I will say Den Company, super fun. We had a great time. Everybody made it back. Well, my parents and my sister, Dr. Evil, and then Farmer and Schweitzer. So shout out to everybody who went. We loved it. They played some good sets. Yeah, got nothing better to say. The parking lot getting out of there, ridiculous. The traffic getting in, ridiculous. The hippies came in folds, in just like crazy masses. So, but outside of that, it was a wonderful time. Moving on. You want to do some comedy news?
No, I want to talk about Matt Rife. What's your opinion?
That's comedy. Let's talk comedy news, okay? Because this was the comedy news I wanted to talk about. So I'm with you here, bro. I'm glad you're up to date. I'm glad. Oh my god, comedy news, everybody. Can I get a little sound something for comedy news? Comedy news.
donuts.
Just
Oh, the donuts.
Okay, we're really trying.
okay.
to
That
get
one
good.
works. I like that one. Oh, the
Does it
donuts.
work?
That's how we should do it.
It was either that or would bring beer to shows. That was what I could easily access.
It's just something about Joey Diaz's voice that just brings the edge out. You know.
So Matt Rife, what you
Matt
want to
Rife.
know what I think of him?
I want to know what you think of him.
I haven't watched any more than a TikTok or two of his, and I laughed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they were
Alrighty.
TikToks of stand-up bits or crowd work, and I thought it was funny. Now, I am not a fan of the hubbub of all the hoopla. Can I think of any more of all the kerfuffle of of all the britches being britched, you know what I'm saying? Like getting ruffled, panties wadded. All of that, dude. I'm not understanding the hype, but I do appreciate all the memes that have come from it. For Shizzle.
Okay. Excellent.
I want to hear what you think, sir.
All of his clips online are all crowd work. You know, that's
Right,
what they're supposed to do.
right. Okay,
So it's
side.
like you're kind of getting the most magic of magic moments whenever his wit overcomes the audience at that point.
Mm-hmm.
On YouTube, I think he has 2 or 3 specials out. I've only seen one of them, and it's good. It's good. He's just not, in my humble opinion, he's a headliner, but he's not like one of the best headliners at the current
But
moment.
also,
if that
I don't
makes
know how
sense.
long this guy has been doing it. I just learned of him maybe a month or two ago with that Tim Dillon comparison to him. Like Tim Dillon came on.
I think he's been doing it for more than I want to say more than 8 years. That's what it seems like his skill level's at, and all that. I'm not sure, but what I'm like, he seems like he will be one of the top comedians. I just don't think he's there yet. He's just getting a lot of hype online, which may or may not, which will help him sell tickets for sure. But I don't know if it will help him develop material. You know what I mean? It's kind of the catch of the famous comedian of the moment.
I will say, yeah, or the sexiest man in the public eye, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? The Pete Davidson.
Now that touches
syndrome.
on the thing I'm actually scared of,
What?
because like the hot comedian has before been isolated to blonde females, right? You know,
No, I wouldn't
it
say
was-
that.
What do you mean you
necessarily.
wouldn't say that?
No,
What-
because
what
some comedians. No, now I will say comedy should be kind of reserved for the people who can't do anything else, bro. You know, if you could be a goddamn model, go goddamn model and let the fucking uggos and fatties and anybody who's had the trauma go do the fucking comedy. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
if, you feel what I'm getting to. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not saying hot people can't be funny. I'm just saying you got so many fucking options. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? You're taking stage time away from somebody who that is their only option. You know
From me, selfish.
what? Do this.
But it's one of those, like, undeniably, Matt Rife is attractive. You know what I mean? He's
The
in shape,
bitches in
he
St.
works
Louis
out.
have lost their mind over this guy. Like,
Exactly.
My Facebook page is just a bunch of thirsty bitches like, where's the Matt Rife tickets? I can't believe they're sold out. How does everybody know about TikTok, bitch? Which, by the way,
Exactly.
hey, Ty, can I cite you a pretty good example of why we need to get the TikTok going? Hey, do you need a
you
better
have-
example?
You have. I'm just scared of young people. You know,
Who
they're,
cares?
They're
Don't.
shorter. They're fragile.
Hey,
You know,
don't answer any DMs. You know? Don't even look
Oh,
at
dude,
the
I
TikTok
don't-
DMs. We don't need to talk to people. We just need to post and get people to see it, you know? Fuck
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I get you, I
Post
get
it, and
you.
then we don't even got to look at the comments. Fuck it. Let them do their thing. You know? Condemn, criticize, complain, whatever the fuck. I don't care. It's not, it's not theirs. So. And I could probably find something to complain about them too, you know. So whatever, dude. You know, like. But I'm just citing.
No. I get you.
Also, reasons to wear cologne, because if you ain't got the face, you gotta smell like you got the face. You know what I'm saying? You gotta smell like you're just too good. You know. If you're not going to overwhelm one sense, their visual sense, overwhelm another sense. You know what I'm saying?
I think I overwhelm people's visual sense as well. Like, I don't think I need the smell to be outrageous.
No, think of here. If you underwhelm in one sense, overwhelm in another in a positive way. Include the positive way.
You're saying I should
cologne it up, baby.
Make them close their eyes at the sight of me, but yet feel excited at the smell of me.
You should talk to the sound guy before you go on stage and say, "Hey, when I get up there, cut the lights, all of them, all of them, even my
cut the lights so your night blind friend will fall off the stage."
No,
I love that.
once you're on stage, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking about you, Bubba. Like he'd never make it.
No, I'm just I'm worried Matt Rife is the rise of the hot comedian. You know what I mean?
People said the same thing with Chris D'Elia. So
well,
look where that got him.
I mean, like if I'm being honest, Chris D'Elia has some weird angles in his face.
He really do. But hey, you know,
and it's easy. There's something off. You know what I mean? Like, he's attractive in a weird way, but there's
I agree with you, but it's the same. It's a similar thing that the chicks just were like, and we were all like, really, yeah, okay, but you know, not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
you know,
but Dr. Evil.
Are we sticking on the Matt Rife, or should I introduce
a
new piece of comedy news?
We can move on. You know, it's
No,
yeah.
either way, it's fine. I just wanted to
Let me say this too. I need to cite 2 or 3 memes that I saw.
Well, no, please do. Just, I wanted to make sure before I pivoted.
Okay. I saw just the memes that I've seen from this Matt Rife thing with all the St. Louis bitches losing their mind. Everybody was thoroughly over it within 8 hours. So there were a bunch of memes released. And there was one of Andy from Toy Story dropping Woody. And on Andy it said, women. And Woody being dropped said Morgan Wallen. And at the bottom, Morgan Wallen's that one young country singer that everybody was... People who hated country were losing their mind about him, kind of thing. Like, he's so fucking good, he's so pretty, blah, 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 blah. Dropping Morgan Wallen, say... At the bottom was like, I don't want to play with you anymore. And at the bottom of that, it said, when Matt Rife tickets go on sale. So... yeah, you gotta. Anyways, I'm not gonna cite memes. That turned out pretty shitty. I ain't gonna lie. All right, moving on. Dr. Evil, you're trying to keep this show moving.
So I think it is worth noting we're no strangers to death in the comedy news segment.
Oh shit!
But Mike Battaglia, Breaking Bad actor and comedian, dies at age 52 due to a sudden heart attack.
Which actor was he in Breaking Bad?
He owned the laundromat. That was kind of like the front for the operation. He was the manager of the industrial laundromat. That was the front for the lab.
Okay. I got you.
Yep. He had several other acting credits and things of that nature, but that said, shout out to a real one.
Ripperoni.
Ripperoni.
We got any other comedy news?
Let's see.
On Monday, Dead and Company fans, the traffic to the pavilion that they were performing at on Monday, this wasn't the St. Louis show. This was their performance in Pennsylvania or Virginia. I think Pennsylvania. It was like a one-way road to get to the pavilion, and the traffic jam was so backed up that most, like, a lot of fans ended up sitting in like 3.5 hours of traffic, like, through the sets, and we're just like, fuck, we'll just turn around. We missed the show. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Now, if you're gonna blame somebody for that, you got to blame the venue. 'Cause that's
yeah,
kinda
you
poor
blame the venue.
logistics. But also, it's like you should have just woodstocked it. Like, park your car at fucking
a
walk.
lot of people did, and the police were called and couldn't do a whole lot because they couldn't even get there. But a lot of people were like pulling off. I'm sure some people did illegally, but some people were like parking in people's yards and shit, and just walking. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, that's one of
And-
those. The homeowner just sits out there, and when you come back, he's like $20. You know what I mean? Like, that's a business opportunity. People live-
$80 or the car's getting towed, you know, or you have
Exactly.
like you get one of those wheel locks and do that. You know what I'm saying? So, Dr. Evil, more comedy news? You didn't have? I thought you had something. No.
Oh, I mean, I could keep going if you would like to.
Yeah, it
But-
sounded like you had something.
Sure. Of other controversies going on in the comedy world recently, apparently, there was a comedian in New York that made a joke about Malaysia, which prompted a diplomatic incident.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh. Tell me more.
All right. So apparently the comedian joked about the safety of Malaysian planes in apparent reference to the flight MH370 that sparked a heated backlash in Malaysia and Singapore. So Jocelyn Chia was at Manhattan's Comedy Cellar, and yeah,
Really?
like somebody posted a clip online, and then
What an asshole. If it wasn't her who posted that clip, fuck that person. Stealing material and shit.
right. This is from a CNN article, by the way. But yeah, so she led off with a suggestion that since the two had separated in 1965, Singapore had risen to become a first world country, while Malaysia had allegedly remained a developing one. She then went on to take aim at Malaysian airplanes, suggesting that they, quote, can't fly, before making what many have taken as a reference to Malaysia Airlines flight MH370, the Beijing-bound flight, which went missing along with 239 passengers and crew after taking off from one of the airports on March 8th of 2014.
That was the comedy underground, bro.
So it
Come on.
caused a wave of controversy in both countries. And
Yo, have you caused a national controversy
there are
yet, bro?
protests due to what has been seen
Not
as
yet,
an
but it's
insult.
my new life goal.
Dude, yeah,
that
talk
seems
about setting
and
goals.
have a set that could cause an international incident is that's I'm talking about international stuff all the time now. You know, screw this domestic crap I've been trying.
That'll be yeah. I'm with it, bro.
But like, so they're just upset based off of their track record of completely losing a plane,
That's what it sounds like.
or they just upset that Singapore is better than Malaysia.
A little of both.
I mean, I can't say I don't understand it. If I get dressed down, I'm not exactly thrilled either, but, you know. Oof.
Oof. Oof. Hey, let's.
I mean, still, like, congratulations, that comedian. That's pretty good PR, you know. Fucking controversial.
Yeah, talk about.
It's-
Oh,
good-
yeah.
a-
Most hated in two countries? That's not a bad
Oh, yeah.
title to carry.
I am unwelcome in Malaysia. That's a fun title. That's fun to tell people.
Sad that
Conversation's
his
fun.
material got burned about it, though. You know, that's
Yeah.
it. But you know,
Hey.
it's-
If you're going to a comedy show, audience, listen to this. We want you to be good comedy supporters and all that. So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, a little crowd tip. First of all, do not. You could. Okay, it's one thing to take a picture so that you save like the moment and you remember that you were there and whatever. It's another thing to take a goddamn video of the set. Don't take a video of a goddamn comedy show or a concert if you do,
It's
definitely don't fucking post it. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's you there are two appropriate times to take a picture. It's when the comedian first gets on and when the comedian says thank you, have a good night. You know what I mean? Like it's the beginning or the end. Don't be doing flash in the middle of the thing. Don't take a video, don't take an audio. Don't like you're taking money out of a guy's or woman's wallet. You know what I mean? If I show up to your job and fucking just burnt your desk down, how would you feel? You know what I mean? Like
Right. So don't, that's it's like the shittiest thing to do. Definitely don't post it. You know what I'm saying? So, but we live in the digital age.
Cause international incidents. That's the main takeaway takeaway from this.
I'm just saying you're not working hard enough if you ain't caused any yet. So,
how about we pause right here and restart this Zoom so it doesn't cut out?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Back at it? Yeah, we're recording. What's happening, everybody? We're back. This comedy by coincidence. We dig it. We love being here. We love being here. What's going on? We did comedy news. Do you got a Savage of the Week?
It's your turn week.
Okay, my Savage of the Week is my drummer, Alex Ward. Because as busy as that guy is, he's like the owner, manager of his own business. He works another like PR job. And then he's a drummer in 2 bands, mine included. And like, bro works as much or if not more than anybody I know. And he played one hell of a show last night. So this week, Savage of the Week, Alex Ward, and the rest of Forgiving Tree.
Mad respect.
In general, that was a hell of a show. So, mad love and respect.
To Alex Ward, everybody.
Yeah. One badass drummer, musician extraordinaire. What else? If you missed the show this weekend, you can catch Forgiving Tree at Blueberry Hill Duck Room, St. Louis, July 28th. Okay, I think the show starts at 6:30. We're playing with a bunch of other awesome St. Louis acts and one of our friends' bands, Luminal. So come check that out. It's going to be a great night. Blueberry Hill Duck Room is like an iconic, super famous venue, so you want to come check it out and see us play it for the first time. It's a historic event, so come on out. Be a part of something, you know.
I will be. Let me think here. Monday, I will be at the Gimmick. Tuesday, I'll probably be at Sunshine Comedy Club or the Dunedin Brewery. Haven't decided yet. Wednesday, I'll be at the Gimmick again, most likely, or Divine Brewery. And Thursday, I will. Let me think here. I'll probably be at McCurdy's. I think I'm doing McCurdy's this week. So,
Awesome.
McCurdy's Comedy Club in Sarasota, Florida. So, come on out if you want to come, or not. If you don't, it's up to you. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, if you want to come, Ty's the man. You hear that, Latinas? Latina mommies? If you want to come, Ty's your man. All right. And, hey, good luck. That sounds like a nice schedule. Hope you get a bunch of those in and have fun with it. Have a bunch of good sets. I'm going to be busy as fuck this week, too, and try not to overheat in this St. Louis heat shit.
So that's all the promotion. That's all the everything.
I think that's the episode today, brother.
I think that's the episode, man.
We love you guys. Thanks for being here. Hey, if you're a new fan, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Go follow Comedy by Coincidence on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated. And
but more importantly, on this program, we also ask you to do one more thing, and that's to tell your fucking friends.
Exactly.
If you like the show, give your couple friends a look out. Trevor Harrison's official guide to watching Comedy by Coincidence is don't start at the beginning. It's a bit rough. He suggests 30 to 60 episodes in and go from there. So yeah, And yeah, tell your friends. Yeah.
Just hop in and get to it, baby. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back. Y'all be good. Y'all be easy. Tell your friends.